Star Showdown. A rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoffs, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. To the air, it's Bachmeier. There's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Quarterback will keep it. Turning it on. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. He makes a grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Dumps it to the back. Clark near the sticks. It's Clark. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defense. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Back to pass, it's Nicholson. Spits it out to the back. The sure hands, it's Brooks. Spins away from the defense. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10, it's going to make a statement to them.
Well, they come up short. It's not going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing all the big bodies in on the defensive line.
Throws toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Here's a hit. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And they gambled in their own end, and now give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Touchdown, Aggies! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field. It's Bachmeyer. With the catch, it's Terry. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Clark. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Clark.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. At the 35, he's open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. The Aggies in position to say goodbye to Texas University. So long to the orange and the white as they build the lead.
It's been gig 'em here. They're pulling away, just making more plays, and it seems like at the opportune moment, they're the team that's stepping up.
And they're loving this. The A&M fan base, that is. Just loving giving it to their rival, Texas. If they can finish this one off, these people will go insane.
Here comes the Texas offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back. So keep at it with the RPO game.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Bringing the heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
To the air, it's Nicholson. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw, it's Nicholson. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
Wow, the this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Terry. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. He's going to let it go. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Complete on the comeback. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Witherspoon. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. This time they'll go to the running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, it's Buckmeyer. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got room to work. There he goes. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Running the red zone, it's Brooks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Set, ready. Let's keep those sticks moving. Ready, go.
Here's the handoff. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.